YouTube, Dad with a Bike. And today we were out running some errands. We're going to go to Cycle Gear, but I figured while I was out running my errands, I would actually talk to you all about ABS and whether or not you should really pay for it when you buy your next motorcycle. So stick around and we'll talk about this question. It keeps popping up often. I think you'll find it to be a good one. So be back in a second. Alrighty, y'all. Thanks for sticking around. And for those of you that are new, that are just kind of stopping by, you know, maybe the title of the video intrigued you. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe and a like if you do like the video. And if you want to see more of these or any of my other videos, go ahead and hit that notify button, and I will let you know the next time I upload a video. I do uploads usually about twice a week. Why is there so much traffic? I typically would do my mods, reviews, and whatnot on Saturday or on Sunday uploads, and then just get out and kind of do some riding for my Wednesday uploads. So, thank you. Appreciate you stopping by. Now let's jump into this content and stop at this red light. Alright, so first of all, let's talk a little bit about ABS. So, if you own a car that has been built, God knows, in what, the last 20 years or whatever, a lot of times they're all coming with ABS. The concept is simple, and now they're showing up on bikes. They've actually showed up on bikes for quite a long time. You know, I think Honda was the first to put them like on old school Gold Wings. But the technology back in the day kind of sucked because, you know, it pulse and all that other crap, and it made it, you know, unpleasant to stop. Like you'd grab a hold of a handful of brake, or you'd hit the brake on your brake pedal, or whatever the case may be, and it would kind of pulse. The bike would just, or the car would pulse. Not the case anymore, right? So that technology and all that's been implemented for ABS has come a long way. And in many cases, you can get bikes now with ABS, but they're usually on the cheaper side. So what ends up happening is people try to think about making this trade-off. You know, I don't really want to spend that extra $700,000 for ABS, you know, or is it really worth it? And I've been riding for a really long time, you know, good Lord, I don't know, 30 plus years, so a long time. And it wasn't up until my past 3 bikes where I had actually bikes with ABS. And man, it is windy out today, and I don't know what I would do right now without it. It has saved me multiple times, people stopping short, all other kinds of stuff. And it's really kind of hard to, you know, tell people to justify spending that kind of money, you know, on something that they don't know that they'll use. So the best thing that you can do is maybe give them an example. And I do. I have an example video that I'm going to show you in this episode that you need to watch. It is only 5 seconds long. It's a clip. It's me, and I'm out commuting. And I can tell you this, without ABS, I would not be here today. It would have been a head-on collision. So, put a pin in that, because I want to talk a little bit more about why it's so important. The more and more and more that you ride, or the more frequent that you ride, you run the risk of, you know, getting into accidents, right? It's the law of large numbers. The more you do something, you know, the higher the likelihood of, you know, a bad thing happening. And like I said, I've been riding for a long time, and I've had numerous close calls. I've had, you know, several incidents where I've had to lock my brakes up. And in my older bikes, if I'd have locked my brakes up, I would have slid. And it would have been either my front end sliding out from under me or my rear end sliding behind me. Now, there will be a lot of riders out there that tell you they don't need ABS, that they are able to manipulate the brakes. And while that's probably true, that's not true for most people. Most people don't have the ability to sense or, you know, not panic and grab a handful of brake when some crazy shit happens. I'm gonna walk over here and see if this dude needs help. You got help coming?
I sure appreciate you stopping, but I've got a tow truck on the way.
Alrighty. Alright.
I do appreciate your help.
Yeah, no problem. Alright, have a good one. Stay safe. Always got to stop and help people. That's what separates motorcyclists from everyone else. So where were we? Well, first and foremost, that was a nice old Z that poor guy had broken down on the side of the road. But he's got a tow truck coming, so I can't help him. Anyway, so we were talking about ABS, and you know, I said a little while ago it saved my butt, saved my bacon several times. There are a lot of people, like I said, who say they don't need ABS, that they're that good, and while that may be true, that's not true for almost everybody else. So I'm going to show you a video now. I want y'all to take a minute, watch that video, 5 seconds long. And if that doesn't change your mind about ABS, I don't know what will. And let me preface this with saying it was early in the morning. I am going down the road I usually go down, listening to some music, when all of a sudden I am encountered with a fella, actually it was a woman, who decided to go the wrong way down the street because I guess she assumed no one was coming, and I guess she assumed that it was easier than doing the correct thing. However, she came right at me, and I had to stop, and I had to stop fast or she would have hit me. And you know what the video doesn't show is I did swerve, but you know it's a I was recording it off my 360, and the 360 kind of does this fisheye stuff. Sometimes you can't see movement, so I did the right thing. You know, I grabbed a handful of brake, I swerved. You know, I made sure that I wasn't going to get hit by this lady. But you know, check it out, 5 seconds, and I guarantee you it is going to change your mind about ABS. So watch this. Alright, y'all, welcome back. So what do you think? Do you think now that spending that extra $700, maybe $1,000 for ABS is worth it? I do. I am glad, super glad on multiple occasions with this bike specifically. You know, here recently that I've had ABS, I've had to grab a handful of brake, you know, in traffic because stupid people. I've dealt with this head-on lady. There's been times when I've had to stop fast in rain. ABS will save you. ABS will keep you upright. ABS is going to keep you from sliding to potentially a major crash where you are either hurting yourself or even killing yourself. It is a safety feature that you need to make sure that you get on your next bike. So if you don't have it already, it's fine. Next time you get a new bike, you make sure that that sucker has ABS, and I promise you it will change your life. You may not realize it until the day you need it, and then you're gonna say, oh my god, I am so glad I had ABS. So anyway, I appreciate y'all sticking around. I appreciate you watching this video. Do me a favor, drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on ABS. I'd like to know, has ABS saved you? Have you been in a situation where you were so glad you had ABS? Or what's your argument for not having ABS? Inquiring minds want to know. Anyway, y'all be safe. Y'all take care of one another. Stop for people who are broken down on the side of the road. And y'all have a good one. Peace.